The Pope was featured in a documentary, and every single news outlet on the planet is saying that the Vatican is changing its stance on homosexual unions, and that the Pope is the first Pope ever to say this stuff. And hold on, what did he really say? Can I just tell you that here's a commercial. This is where it really comes in handy to speak Spanish, because he said it in Spanish, and the interpretation is a couple things. I'm going to finish this video with 5 points that will help you speak to other people about what just happened, because it's going to be in the conversation going on. But let's listen to what he really said, and I got the clip right here. It pays to have contacts in Central America. And I'm going to translate it to you. I'm going to translate what he said using his language, but translating it as it's really said. Here we go.
Las personas homosexuales tienen derecho a estar en la familia.
Pope Francis said that a homosexual person has a right to be in a family. Some people were saying that that means that they have a right to have children, and they have the right to have family. But he qualifies his statement with what he says right now. Let's listen in.
Son hijos de Dios, tienen derecho a una familia. No se puede echar de la familia a nadie, ni hacer la vida imposible por ese.
He said that you can't just throw somebody out of one's family just because they're homosexual persons. And so this is actually talking about people whose families probably feel that they are rejected from their families because they feel homosexual attractions. This is not what the news outlets are misrepresenting the Pope's words to be. But wait, there's more.
Lo que tenemos que hacer es una ley de convivencia civil. Tienen derecho a estar cubiertos legalmente.
So what Pope Francis just said is that what we have to do is establish a law of civil convivencia civil. It's like coexistence, civil coexistence. And the way, by his second statement, is that he understanding that is that they have to be protected legally. In other words, homosexual persons have to be protected legally. He's not saying that it is a homosexual civil union, like so many other people are saying it. So you just heard it from him himself, and it's not exactly the thing. So here's 5 points real quick, so that when this comes up in conversation, you're going to know exactly what to say. Number 1, the Pope was misunderstood, misquoted, misinterpreted. It shouldn't surprise us that, all the media outlets are just jumping on this, and some even Catholic media outlets are saying this. Why? Because they got this from one root, and then that's how it goes out. That's not what he said. Always listen to what he really said. Number 2, the church cannot change revealed truth. The church's teaching on marriage is revealed to us. It's given to us by God. We don't have the freedom of changing it. Number 3, there are different levels of official church teaching. So even if the Pope had said what some people think that he said, he is saying this in an interview with a press agent. This is not anywhere near an official church teaching. Did you know that there's levels of official church teaching, beginning with an ecumenical council? And then we have something that's called the magisterium. Through the Pope, there's extraordinary magisterium, like the ex cathedra statement of the Immaculate Conception and the Assumption. And then there's the ordinary magisterium, which is teaching that's developed through the bishops, through the congregation of the doctrine of the faith. And then there's all these other little teachings, the encyclicals, apostolic letters, apostolic exhortations, so many things that we have an official teaching. And if you notice something, now look, okay. Maybe the Pope, point number 4, needs a little bit more media savvy, because he should know that this is going to be taken out of context. But he knows that this is an official church teaching. Do you? Apparently the New York Times doesn't. Apparently nobody else doesn't. The Washington Post doesn't, because they think that this is the church changing its stance. That's not how it works, people. This is not how the church works. And number 5, the Pope was misquoted, misinterpreted, and misunderstood. Let's listen to what he said. Let's clear the air, and it's okay. No biggie. The media misquoted the Pope again.